Hey everybody, this is Trevor, and you're watching my channel Social Dilemma. Hope you're all well today. Today I just wanted to talk about something that I think about almost on a daily basis, especially when I'm grocery shopping or I'm low on certain items in my house, but that is your powdered food items. And it's a good idea to go down when you're going into your grocery store. When you go down the spice aisles or flour, your powdered food items, if they're on sale, buy them. Okay, especially like you got to look at in the spice section. Spices I know can be expensive, but if you've got a little extra cash to spend, if you found a little, 10, 20 extra dollars, load up on some of the quality spices, and they can be no name too. Like no name can be a little less, but that's fine too. But yeah, so today it is so important to have these on hand, and if you store them all and if you can seal them up well in the double Ziploc bags or vacuum seal them somehow or put them in a jar, cool, dry place to store them in. I mean, there's the obvious ones, your powdered items like sugar, flour, pepper, salt. I'm a fanatic about storing salt. I buy salt, quality salt, mostly just I know it's like just mostly like your iodized salt, so that's fine. Pink Himalayan salt. Sometimes the fancier salts do get a bit pricier, but just have salt on hand. I have tons of it. I used to just buy like a kilogram box size, and it would last like forever, and they still do last a long time. I mean, salt is something that, unless it gets wet, it's going to last a long time. So I'd really like to just share my thoughts on the powdered items today. And hopefully this helps you to open your mind a bit more when you're at the grocery store to stock up on the powdered food items. Again, there's so many I could name, but just basically go into your spice section. You see them on sale, pick them up, okay? And pick up ones that you might not normally buy, because if there comes a point that you need to trade this stuff, spices will go a long way, man. You get, like, I stock up a lot on the powdered potatoes, instant potatoes. They've been on sale here at Walmart in my neck of the woods of Canada for a couple months now, so I've been stocking up on that. They have a good shelf life, and the packages are all vacuum sealed and whatnot, so they'll go past the expiry date. But if it ever got to a point where we were in a system of almost like a bartering system, and because right now we're in inflation times. Unless you're a millionaire, you will know that we're inflation times, just with the prices of gas and the price of food. We are going to hit stagnation, okay, recession, and I hope to God we do not hit a Great Depression like they did in the 1930s, because it'll be a Great Depression 2.0, and I don't know what it would look like, but we certainly don't want to hit that point. So that's again why I'm talking about powdered food items to stock today, and not just, food items too, items that you can drink. I have a 9-year-old daughter, so I'm just looking at my stock right now of Tang, and you can get containers that will make 18 liters of 18 liters of water, and then you add your Tang to that, and one container will make that 18 liters of Tang. And I tell you, is it the most nutritious thing? Well, no, but it adds some flavor to your water, right? And it does have vitamin C in it and whatnot. So, and I bought one time because, again, they make up to 18 liters of Tang, and it was $11.48. Now I think it's $12 or something at Walmart. Still a good deal, because obviously if you're a parent or your grandparent, you're taking care, or you're some kind of guardian to a kid right now, like I am with a 9-year-old girl, they like juice. And if anyone out there wants to complain in the comments, you should only give your kid water. you're either a weirdo parent or you don't have any kids. Because I don't know. I right now as an adult, I drink coffee and water, and I like milk, and I'll drink some juice time to time. Certainly don't limit myself to water. And kids, come on, it's fun. So in a time that juice right now, my daughter does drink high quality juice, and it's about $6 a liter, maybe a bit more now. That's a quite expensive juice, but you can supplement that right now. We do buy the Tetra packs of apple juice. You can get a liter here in Canada for a buck 18. It used to be 97 cents per liter, and the Tang. So, anyways, I digress with some of that, but the Tang is definitely a powdered item to have in your home. I would have liked. I haven't bought a Gatorade yet because I find the powder is very expensive for the amount that you can make. So that's why I opted with Tang and bought one. And my daughter drank it, and she said, "Yeah, it tastes fine. It's good." I had one. I had, it tastes fine, right? You can use that. So that's an item to have. Your coffee grinds. If you don't drink coffee, it's a good thing. Right now, at our local Walmart, coffee's on sale. The 920 gram containers are $7.97, I believe, just under $8. So I've picked up the whole bunch of those. Um, the other coffee I don't drink, but it's good to have on hand is that dehydrated, or what the heck they call it, like Sanka kind of coffee, freeze dried. I think freeze dried coffee. I think that's what it is. I don't drink it, but that's good to have on hand as well too. I mean, I'm pretty sure that stuff. It's the kind of coffee you see at a cottage, and the expiry date would be like 10 years. It can be like 2010. You probably still pour it in some hot water. It'll taste okay. That's fine because there's people out there that I like coffee. Okay, I probably drink about a liter of coffee a day. 2 or 3 cups in the morning, kind of thing, and I guess it could be almost a liter's worth of coffee that I'm drinking. So, again, tea, that's a kind of I put that in a powdered category section because it's dried and whatnot. Yeah, like coffee grinds, a freeze-dried coffee. Oh, man, you know what? Here's another thing that I use, too, because the price of coffee cream is so expensive that in the last year, now, it's the Coffee Mate. Sure, if you drink coffee, everyone's familiar with Coffee Mate. Some people don't like the taste. I actually rather enjoy it. I get the original Coffee Mate, and you can pick up. It's like a 2 kilogram size or a 1.5 kilogram. I'm just looking at it right now in my stock here. I think it's 1.4 kilograms. It's like $12, and it used to be a lot cheaper. But everything obviously with inflation now is getting more expensive. But you can. If you're drinking a good amount, if you drink a lot of coffee, I highly suggest switching from coffee cream, which is about $3.50 a liter right now, where I'm at, $3, and that's expensive. So, I could go through a liter of coffee cream. Oh my god, in a few days, I think it wouldn't take that long, and so with the price of that, it's so. The Coffee Mate is an excellent alternative to coffee cream. And like I say, I'm a coffee drinker, and I like the Coffee Mate powdered. There's another thing to have on hand. I talked earlier about if I'm looking away here, people, it's just because I'm looking at my stock. I have my office here right now, and I mean, the house is stocked up with lots of stuff. But again, I'm looking at my powdered potato supply, and thank goodness Walmart's been putting that on sale. It doesn't seem like people are buying it. I don't know. Maybe they, I enjoy it. The powdered potatoes taste just fine to me. I add milk, and I buy I call it real milk, the 3.25% homogenized milk. I don't get into that skim milk or anything. But even milk is becoming quite expensive where we're at. So I have been looking at, but I haven't bought any, but I am looking at powdered milk. And I have not looked at the prices of them yet. But I am considering buying some powdered milk. I have used it before. I mean, like maybe 25 years ago, I remember, being young and in my early 20s, living on my own, and I remember buying a bag of powdered milk. I think I ended up buying skim milk or something. It was gross. So powdered milk, I would definitely, if they can get at least the 2% powdered milk. I don't know if it comes like that, but I would certainly look into powdered milk, just because of the shelf life of that. And again, with kids, there's some kids out there that don't like juice but drink a ton of milk. Okay, like that's my daughter's the opposite. Likes juice, not really big on milk, not big on white milk at all. She'll drink chocolate milk. But there's some kids out there that that's all they want is milk, and they don't like juice. So should we get to a point where milk is like, I know right now, I think it's expensive. I just grabbed the in Canada we have the 3 bags inside one large bag. I think the kind I buy, the homogenized, was $6.39 for, I believe, 4 liters of milk. I mean, that's expensive. It's just me drinking that, and the white drinks are skim milk, so it's okay. I can still buy that right now. We're not at the point where we're going to be drinking powdered milk, but it could get to that point. I mean, the inflationary systems that we're living in right now are just they're continuing, and they're going to continue to get worse. For Christmas next year at this time, 4 liters of milk could be $10.39. I mean, it just gets to a point where I'm like, okay, I can't. The wife still enjoys coffee cream, so I'll buy coffee cream. She can have it, but I will use the Coffee Mate. And there's other. Everybody's got their threshold for what they enjoy, and like right now, I do still drink. I drink a coffee, so I'm still drinking my coffee grinds. I'm not at the point yet where I'm going to break into any freeze dried coffee, but I have switched from drinking like gourmet coffee to just I drink Folgers or Maxwell House right now. It's fine. It's okay. Once in a while, I think I might treat myself to some gourmet coffee, but even at that, I mean, it's getting way too expensive for that. So, but have that on hand. Even if you don't drink coffee, it's okay to buy a couple tins of that right now. You might need to trade that with your neighbor. Maybe, your neighbor's like me wants a cup of coffee, and if you didn't have any, I mean, trade. So it's a good thing. Hedging for inflation with food, I think, is a very good investment. Because again, like, we have, I have right now, I think about 120 pounds of rice in the house. I've never had that much rice in my house. You have a couple pound bag, but again, I bought that all at good prices. 6 months from now, like right now, rice, 17-pound bag of rice is $17. Used to be $13 just, I think, back 6 months ago. But what's it going to be 6 months from now or a year from now? It could be 17 pounds of rice, $27. I don't think that'd be too far of a stretch. So, yeah, I got a lot of that kind of stuff. But again, I want to get back to the powdered food items. Your salts, your sugars, flour, baking soda, baking powder, any kinds of those flours and spices. Every time I go in the grocery store, I always stop the spice aisle and I'm looking, okay, what can I, and I always buy a lot of extra salt. I'm buying a couple kilograms of salt pretty much every time I go there. It's stored up in the cupboard. It's nice, cool. We have a nice, cool, dry area for it. Salt will last. I'm sure it hasn't. They put expiry dates on salt, but I'm like, yeah, isn't that a product that's like several million years old anyway? So I'm sure I could have salt here in 1,000 years from now. As long as it didn't get wet, it'd be just fine. So, yeah, the powdered food items. It's something that when people are preparing their food items, I think they overlook, and I do too. Okay, I gotta say, it's something that I didn't come out and be more aware of until probably July 2021. I really started thinking I gotta look into the powdered food items. It's not enough to have just a small bag of garlic, garlic powder. I mean, you gotta have a large containers, like a couple kilograms of powdered garlic is not, maybe for some people it's extreme to have, but I don't see it as extreme. It's an item that's going to last a long time, so why not store it in bulk? And if you can get it on sale, great. You know, if you have to buy no name, that's fine. If the you know, a quality brand name comes on sale in a powdered food item, buy it. Um, you know, I just I don't see many sales on that kind of stuff lately, but you know, if it comes up, let me know. If you're in Canada and, you know, at a Walmart, because they're pretty standard across the country, uh, the cookie cutter Walmart standardization is pretty much the same across Canada, and I'm sure it is in the United States as well. So let me know, because you know, I'd like to get some coffee, some gourmet coffee and stuff. But that's fine. I'll continue to drink the Maxwell House. But yeah, so, you know, powdered food items. Again, yeah, you got kids. Make sure you're stocking up on your Kool-Aid and you know, Tang. If Gatorade powder comes on sale, you know, buy it. That's fine too. But I have not seen it come down on a good price, so I've been stocking up on the Tang. Or, you know, powdered lemon tea, iced tea, lemon flavored iced tea powder. I bought some of that. I enjoy it. So again, you know, it's nice to have around. If you ever, you know, as an adult, we can go a bit further just drinking water. It's a little boring, but when you got the little ones running around and they don't want to just drink water, so you got to have your powdered food, your powdered juices, and your powdered milks. Which again, I don't have any powdered milk, but I'm going to look into it. I want to look into the prices. I haven't really thoroughly looked into that, but I don't think it would be such a bad thing to buy a bag, and hopefully it comes in something other than skim. If it just comes in skim milk, I might buy one, but just to have one on hand. But I'm gonna look into that. But yeah, so please, people, when you're out there and if you've got an extra few bucks to spend and you're you know, you're buying all your food items in bulk, don't overlook the powdered food items. Okay, they're very important to have. Adding spice to your food, I mean, that can make or break you, okay? If you've got, like I say, the powdered potatoes, you know, if you've only got water to make them, you know, you can, but it doesn't, you know, there comes a little bit of flavor. But I'll tell you, man, putting a pinch of salt in there, a little bit of onion powder, a little bit of, you know, whatever you want, like, you know, Clubhouse spices. I got a whole array of stuff like Tex-Mex, you know, your Greek spices. I mean, that can make or break a meal, okay? And it can lift your spirits up. Just adding you know, just that pinch of salt to something, you know, a bit of pepper, garlic powder, you know, just adding the spices. It can lift your spirits up. And you know, again, for the kids, lift their spirits up by having some powdered fruit drinks and milk around too, because that could become quite the thing. But I'll have to look into the powdered milk, so don't run out and buy it if it's too much. I guess if it's okay to have some on hand, but I'll have to look at the prices of that. But yeah, if there's any spices down below or anything powdered food items that I've left out here, let me know below, because it's a very important topic for me. I know it sounds kind of, it doesn't sound like it could be important, but I think, I'm telling you, man, if we are in a situation where it's SHTF and you want to put some life into your food, spices can go a long way. Okay, you want to sweeten up your drink, a little bit of Tang, Kool-Aid, you know, a little bit of sugar in there. It's just going to go a long way. So let me know if there's any powdered food items that I haven't mentioned today that you really enjoy and you think are very important for stocking. Let me know, because this is an interesting topic for me, and I'd love to know what powdered food items you think are important to have around. Okay, so hope you're all having a good day. Peace out.